I thought owning a house meant, well, owning a house. You buy it, you pay the mortgage, you keep the lawn somewhat alive, and boom, it's yours. But not if you live in an HOA neighborhood. Because here, one person doesn't just want their yard perfect. They want your yard, your property, and your sanity. And in my case, that person was Karen. And she didn't just want control, she literally tried to take my property. It started with a fence. My property line ran about 5 feet past where Karen's yard ended. Normal stuff. Except one morning, I noticed her flower pots, her bird bath, and her lawn gnome army had migrated onto my land. So I walked over. "Hey Karen, just so you know, that part of the lawn is mine." She spun around like a villain reveal in a soap opera. "Karen, correction, it was yours." The HOA agreed. This section should be part of my yard to improve the overall neighborhood balance. The HOA? Improve balance? What was this? Feng Shui landscaping for dictators? The next day, I found a letter taped to my door. Of course. Letter. You are hereby notified that your property line is being adjusted by HOA order. You must remove your fence within 7 days or it will be forcibly taken down. Forcibly taken down? Was she planning to hire a demolition crew at dawn? So I ignored it. Which, apparently, was my first mistake. That weekend, I caught Karen standing on my side of the fence with a tape measure, a shovel, and a smug grin. "Karen, I'm just preparing for the transition of ownership. You'll thank me when you see how much prettier my roses look here. Lady, if you dig 1 more inch into my yard, you'll discover the bones of every HOA president who tried this before you." By Monday, flashing red and blue lights showed up outside my house. Yep. Karen had called the police. The officer knocked. Officer. Sir, your neighbor claims you're trespassing on her property?" I laughed so hard I thought I was being pranked. "Her property? Buddy, the only thing she owns on this side of the fence is bad opinions." Karen stormed over, waving her HOA binder like a weapon. Karen. This land is mine by decree of the HOA and by the spiritual right of community aesthetics. The officer blinked. Officer. Ma'am, that's not how property works. Karen. Then make him leave my lawn immediately. The officer turned to me, shrugged, and said, Officer. Yeah, this isn't a police matter. It's a Karen matter. Good luck. And with that, they drove off, leaving me alone with her. A week later, I got summoned to the HOA board meeting. You'd think it was a trial for high crimes. The board sat like judges, papers stacked, pens ready. Karen sat in front, grinning like the cat who stole the neighborhood. HOA President. Mr. Johnson, we've received a complaint regarding your refusal to comply with property line adjustments. Adjustments? It's called theft. She's literally stealing my land with lawn gnomes. Karen shot up. Karen. It's not theft. It's redistribution. I'm preserving community harmony by absorbing his useless strip of grass. You ever hear someone talk about grass like it's a matter of national security? Yeah, neither had I. HOA President. We'll need documentation. Do you have proof of ownership? Oh, I had proof, and I brought it. Since Karen wouldn't let it go, we ended up in actual court. Yes, over a sliver of grass. The judge walked in, looking exhausted before the trial even began. Judge, all right, what's the case? Karen, Your Honor, this man selfishly hoards land that rightfully belongs to the community spirit. My flowers deserve more sunlight, and therefore this lawn belongs to me. Your Honor, I have property maps, deeds, surveys, and enough paperwork to prove my case 10 times over. The only thing she has is vibes. The judge looked at Karen, then at my documents. Judge, ma'am, this land isn't yours. Case dismissed, Karen gasped like someone had unplugged her life support. Karen, this is an injustice, a travesty, a conspiracy against HOA authority. Judge, rolling eyes. Or maybe it's just property law. Bang, gavel, done. After court, Karen tried to save face. She told neighbors she let me keep the land out of generosity. But the neighborhood didn't buy it. In fact, they started teasing her. One neighbor set up a lawn sign that said, "Private property, not Karen's." Another added gnomes facing her house with little protest signs. And me? I rebuilt my fence, twice as high, just to make sure her roses never saw the light of day on my side again. Karen's reaction? Every morning she'd stomp outside, glare at my fence, and mutter, "Karen, this neighborhood is falling apart. Completely ruined." And Max, the neighbor's dog, would bark right on cue. So, yeah, Karen tried to take my property. She used letters, the HOA, the police, and even court, and she still lost. The lesson? Don't mess with someone's lawn, because sometimes the grass really is greener on my side of the fence. Thanks for watching. If you loved this HOA Karen meltdown, smash that like button, share with a friend, and subscribe for more crazy neighborhood stories. Trust me, there's always another one.